If you have been recently watching YouTube, you might have heard of something called Article 13. Now, if you don't already know what Article 13 is, Article 13 is a new directive whose purpose is to update Europe's copyright laws for the internet. However, critics say that Europe will not be the only place affected by this new set of regulations. In this video, I will share some predictions on what will happen if Article 13 is passed, and explain some of the changes that will take place directly to YouTube if it does indeed pass. So you might be asking what exactly Article 13 is trying to achieve. For many people, it seems like some useless law that is being put into place to censor and restrict internet use. And unfortunately for many people, you are not completely wrong. The purposes of Articles 11 and 13 are to protect the works of copyright owners such as artists, filmmakers, and writers on the internet. The current problem that copyright owners claim to have is that when content is re-uploaded online, it is the uploader and the platform that gets most of the benefits, while the original publisher only gets a small share, if any. And by benefits, I am referring not only to monetary benefits but also publicity and exposure. When content is re-uploaded, it has a chance of competing with the creator's original work, which might increase the exposure of the work, but decreases the exposure of the creator. Along with another clause called Article 11, Article 13 will combat the problem by holding YouTube, Facebook, and countless other social media sites responsible for what their users are posting. While Article 11 only gives publishers the right to get paid licenses on their work, Article 13 states that platforms storing or giving access to the content are liable for copyright infringement committed by the platform's users. This means that the platform will suffer from repercussions instead of the party that re-uploaded the content. This includes user-uploaded content and is also known by some people as the upload filter. Let's take YouTube for an example. If a channel in Europe was to upload a video containing copyright-protected material, publishers could sue YouTube for that, and YouTube as a company would be the only ones facing the consequences. So, what would happen if Article 13 passes? Would it be possible for YouTube to continue to automatically detect and remove this content in the same way that it deals with copyright today? Well, since Article 13 would require a more extreme form of Content ID to detect things such as partial ownership, it would be impossible for YouTube to implement that into their system. This type of copyright would simply be too hard to filter properly. Many Content ID claims are made automatically, and machines are always making mistakes when it comes to deciding if something infringes copyright. Some people predict that if Article 13 does pass, many videos will get claimed or taken down by mistake by YouTube's new Content ID system. To make things worse, this could then lead to a longer and slower process of reviewing and reinstating content that was taken down accidentally. Of course, a much more likely way for YouTube to deal with the situation would be to simply make their services unavailable for people accessing YouTube from all the countries in Europe. This would be a pretty big deal for the company and for many YouTubers, and we might see some videos and channels being geo-blocked, or blocked in certain countries, in a similar way that they currently do when a video gets a copyright claim. YouTube might be forced to block new uploads and even existing videos from more than 35 million channels in Europe. However, the good news is that it's still possible for changes to be made to Article 13, meaning that there is a chance that it could no longer be a problem for YouTube. A vote took place on September 12th in 2018 to move forward with the directive, and sometime in spring of 2019, a final vote will be made in the European Parliament, which would be the last chance for the directive to either pass or be rejected. Once this vote is made, if the directive passes, it could take up to 2 years to become law. So that's it for this video. What do you think will happen if Article 13 passes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as I will try to read all of your comments. With all of that said, thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.